So double dip 2. Sorry to hear about your recent surgery for tennis elbow. That definitely sounds like a situation that's not a pretty one. But your question is, with that surgery and your inability to work out that arm, should you continue to work out your other arm because you don't want to face an unproportionate build across your two arms? So what would I do in that situation? First and foremost, you gotta really focus on rehabbing that right arm, the arm that you had surgery on. That's #1 priority. Everything else, it means absolutely nothing if you can't rehab that accordingly. So make sure you spend the appropriate time and effort to get that arm exactly where it needs to be before you start pounding at it again. When it comes to the other arm, I wouldn't imagine the recovery time on the right arm or the arm that's had surgery to be a whole hell of a lot of time. Like if you're an individual that's been working out your arms for years and years, you take 6 to 10 or 12 weeks off from training your arms, or training an arm or both arms, you're probably not going to experience a whole hell of a lot of muscle loss. Like it's not realistic to believe that, hey, if I didn't train this arm for 12 weeks, that the muscles are gone forever. Once you start getting back into it, they'll come right back to where they were. It's natural how the body really responds to getting in the gym again. But if you are interested in working that other arm, I don't think it would build too much of a proportionate piece. Like when your arm is so immobile, yes, you're going to lose some muscle. But in the grand scheme of things, a bunch of weeks compared to a bunch of years is not anything crazy. And it shouldn't, prevent you from being able to build that muscle back up once it's out of the cast. And that other arm probably hasn't progressed that far, 6 to 12 weeks. I personally don't see much growth in muscle in those short time frames. You usually see it over years. So it wouldn't be too much of a glaring difference if you were to train the other one. Either or, focus on rehabbing that the elbow arm, the tennis elbow arm that you had surgery on. But thanks for the question.